Work. Why aren't you working? Come on, fucking work. If I'm live now, hello. I think that's actually working. No? Yeah? Oh, that works. Okay, cool. Oh, that's coming through. Oh, that's nice quality, you know. Ooh. Right. If you're here, hello. Right. If you didn't see my tweet, Dan's not here or anything. I'm just testing for the charity stream we're doing tomorrow, the super long charity stream we're doing tomorrow. This is placeholder, sort of. Just the UI you're seeing on screen currently is more placeholder. Me and Dan are going to sit down tonight and make a proper design of it. The stuff, all the donations you're seeing is from some other fucking donation thing. It's just there to see if it renders correctly, basically, and whether the application I'm using works. We're playing Tabletop Simulator for a bit. That's why Tabletop's in the background. I've got Superfire open just because it's a nice visually thingy. I'm testing. One of the things I'm testing by doing this is because Twitch upped the bitrate to 6,000 as opposed to 3,500. So I'm now streaming at 6,000. I'm now streaming at 6,000 kilobits a second, which means the source quality should be a lot higher. But my concern with that is, and the reason I'm doing this on this Twitch stream as opposed to our test Twitch or my Twitch like I normally would do, is because what I need from you lot is I need you to test, tell me how the picture quality looks when you change your video quality options, and whether it's smooth for you, and whether there's any drops for you, and whether it all sounds good, and you know, if it all works correctly. That's what I need help with, and that's what 300, that's more fucking viewers than I get when I'm just doing a Twitch stream, like a proper Twitch stream on my own. What fuck it. It should look sharp. The bitrate is doubled, and I'm running it at 1080p 30. The stuff you'll see on the channel. Funnily enough, this is a higher bitrate than the videos on the YouTube channel, so it should actually look better than the videos on the YouTube channel. So I want you to just, you know, I imagine some of you should have the slower internet. I imagine that's my biggest concern with this. Obviously, if I was streaming on my own Twitch, where you don't get the quality options, this would be a negative impact to people with slower connections, because you'd have to have a 6 megabit per second down. Obviously, there's quality options here. You can change it. Yeah. I say, let me know, like, don't just change them, because I can change them. Like, if you actually have slow internet and you have to watch it on low or medium or whatever, tell me how it's looking for you. Shouldn't you change that font? I say, this is just placeholder. Actually, funny enough, the reason it's not Farouk instead of franchise is because Farouk does not have a pound symbol at all. It doesn't even have a placeholder. You see, franchise, that pound symbol is clearly not the franchise pound symbol. They didn't put a pound symbol, but they put some other font in there just so they had a pound symbol. Farouk doesn't even have a pound symbol. It's just blank. So I can't use Farouk because there's no fucking pound symbol. And you can't really have a donation ticker without a pound symbol, can you? Anyway. It looks alright. Okay. Yeah, let me know how it looks in source. It's currently at 6,000. I'm going to test sound as well. I'm going to play a bit of music in the background. Let me know if it's coming through in stereo or mono. And this, I've chosen the song which sounds good in stereo, and the specific, you'll notice if it's in stereo or mono. Okay, you won't necessarily notice if it's in mono, but you'll notice if it's in stereo. So, you should be able to sort of hear it going between your ears. Nice song. Little Feet, Day or Night. And it should look good. And the UI there is, let's say, placeholder. That's stereo. Fantastic. It works. Absolutely brilliant. look at all the stereos coming through. Fantastic. Little Feet are really good. If you don't listen to Little Feet, listen to Little Feet. They're a fantastic band. Cool. So, sounds good. It looks good. The audio quality should be a bit nicer as well, because Twitch has upped the bitrate, the options you can put for audio quality as well. So I've put the audio quality up to as max as I can, which is, I think, 196 kilobits a second, which isn't very high quality, to be fair. 196 is not great, but it's still better than like 120, which is what it was. So it's the difference between, I think, between iTunes Plus and iTunes Standard, which they made a big deal out of when they changed it. So I'm sure it's different enough. There is no stream tonight. No, there is no stream tonight, I'm afraid, because we're doing tomorrow instead. We're going to be streaming pretty much all day. I think we're starting at 2 p.m. We're going on till... You know what? I don't actually know how long it is, which is why we haven't announced it. Dan's sort of playing anywhere between 6 hours and 12 hours. So... I don't know. We're going to have a bunch of guests on as well. So I'm going to... doesn't... Twitch use ACC and MP3. Yeah, it uses ACC. It still recommends a lot. It still recommends like 96 kilobits per second but you can put it up higher. Dan retweeted my test stream. Well, that's useful. Fair enough. Helpful. So he's going to help me with the design of this UI later. Well, actually, fuck. If you're here and I'm doing this, you might as well help me, right? You might as well help me. How do you think this should look? Because we were playing around. Actually, I'm gonna turn this music down. It's quite loud. I'm going to leave it on the background because I think it's quite nice music. But, okay, there's two options for how we can do this UI here. And I'd like your opinion on it, because there's this UI, which I've got like an overlay. This is more of like a news thing. This is kind of what Dan suggested and sort of what I was feeling as well. This is more what our news show would have. You know, you'd have the news ticker at the bottom, and you'd have all that stuff in the top. And then anything gold there in the left, which should auto-update. I tested that. That's why there's £2 there, because I put money in and was like, does it work? Should auto-update. Actually, if I change the, go to the page. I'm not giving out the Just Giving page yet, by the way, because it is just for the stream. We don't want to, we won't be, because we're going to be hopefully reading out people's donations and stuff. Let me just try. I'm going to change the target and see if that changes it. If Just Giving isn't shit. Actually, a thing as well, if you're in the UK, we've actually got a number you can text to give money if you're in the UK. But I don't know how to do that because, again, it's an international stream, so I don't want to put like the number to text on the screen and then people in the US try and text and not work. And it's a whole thing. How the fuck do I change the money? No, that's not it. Edit your page title, summary, and there we go. Fundraising goal. Let's put that up to 5,000. Does that update? Should update. See no reason it shouldn't update. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's a bit annoying. I'll give it a minute. Maybe it's not checking that. Maybe the application isn't checking that. Who knows? Well, it did check that because I did change it from 5 grams to whatever. You felt the mana might get in the way. Well, the thing is, we're going to be playing Tabletop Simulator for most of it. We're not going to be doing many advanced games. It's mainly going to be Tabletop Sim with guests for most of it, and we're probably going to do a bit of Jackbox, maybe do a bit of other games, but it's mainly going to be Tabletop. I'm not going to be testing games. Games are going to run fine, especially this game. This is the most intense game I'm going to be running. Now... Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Updated 5 grams. Cool, that updates all, man. Fantastic. So the options here for the UI is this UI, I said, with the overlay, or sort of what the so the font's going to change. No, wait, it's going to look nicer, but that's, you know, the basic. It's going to be all at the bottom, sort of overlaid like that. The other option, which I'm going to actually just going to duplicate this scene here. How do I duplicate a scene in XSplit? I've never actually done that for XSplit. I'm going to Google it. I can just copy this. I can just copy it all. Okay, cool. Does that work? Copy. New. Scene 15. Paste. Oh, look at that. Fantastic. I just copied it all to the new scene. Okay, and the other option then is how long is the stream? I'm just testing. It's not a planned thing. Double chat. I don't know why some people are saying double chat. I'm not saying double chat. Yeah. There's two banners, right? I'll be honest. This. Actually, I'll mess around with this one. Basically, this second banner here. This bottom banner, the white, is just donations, while the top one is most recent donation with the message. Now, I originally had it here, and I had something else sort of to the right of it, but I don't know. That's again. The specifics are going to be worked out. Yeah, reload your Twitch if you've got double chat. Music's a bit loud. I'm very sorry. I'll turn it down a little more. Fantastic. There we go. Now the other option, which I was playing with, was sort of what the Yogscast do when they do the Jingle Jam kind of layout, which is a good layout. I've been on the Jingle Jam a few times. It's good thing. But the way that is rather than have the thing, because again, we don't really do the UI stuff. A lot of Twitch streamers have loads of UI, and we don't really like that because we think it ruins the content. You fucking clutter it up with a lot of unnecessary shit, and it just ruins it. But obviously, this is a charity stream, so we're going to be wanting to push for money, and we're going to be wanting to do all this. The other option, again, I say, is to have the window of the game smaller, and then sort of have everything actually out. I'm just doing this really quickly, but you have everything around the edge, and then we make a sort of custom background for that to go on. The Oxus have like a bar. I don't know if we'll have that. I know one of the TeamSpeak mods, Discord mods, Lolpants, is sort of working on it. He actually, this little thing here, he made this. This is just like actually a thing on his website that he's made to put in here. I think he's sort of working on a bar. I don't know though. There we go. There's Lolpants there. He's in the chat there. You can make a bar. So if we want a bar, we can make a bar then. So yeah, I know. I say specifics of the specifics of little bits like borders, whatever, worked out. But would you lot prefer? I know this layout looks like shit, but you get the vague idea. Would you prefer having like a nice? I mean, it'd look nicer than this. We'd have a custom background. We'd have a load of custom text. It'd be fancy. We'd have like a bar. We'd be able to fit more on this, and then the actual game wouldn't be obscured at all. This is the advantage with this layout: is that the game doesn't get obscured at all, and we're able to actually fit more stuff onto it. While the other option, we can fit less stuff, but obviously the thing fills the screen more. So it's the options. I'll make a straw poll. Actually, that's a good idea. Let's make a straw poll. Layout ? Overlay or side bits. Okay, basically this one I'm showing you currently is side bits, while the other one is overlay. That's a very bad word, but like I'm not very good at wording. Okay, put it on the chat there. I'll post it as the Nerdcubed account. Whoopsies. Try a smaller banner on top of the screen. Well, yeah, say we can figure out the layouts, but as I mean, Dad are gonna work on that later. But I'll say figure it out later. I've got the fucking look. The problem is, right, I get really annoyed at the dashboard when I'm logged into my own account because I can't look at a lot of really useful information. So I log into the Nerdcubed account, sort of have it open, but then I have the chat open with the Matt one, and I get confused a lot of the time. Results 102. Great, they're almost 50-50. Fantastic. My link got deleted. What do you mean my link got deleted? It's a fucking account holder. What do you mean the link got deleted? Fuck off deleting the link. It's fucking the Nerdcubed. That's the one account that should always be able to fucking post links. What? And is that a thing? Because I think Moobot's set up to like delete links from non-trusted people, but maybe Nerdcubed is just not a trusted account. I'll post it as my. Hang on. I'll open another window. There we go. There we go. There's me. There we go. Let's just try that as my account instead. The widget's changed. Good. Well, Lolpants is clearly messing with it right now. He's just gonna write tits all over it. Oh, there we go. You see, he's testing it, so it says it's 20% now. So that bar's filled up a bit. That's not a terribly clear thing. It's very hard to actually see that the red change. I actually edited some of the colors on this to try and make it a bit better, but that doesn't. I mean, like, it doesn't really work. Lolpants, if you were able to change the colors a little bit, that would be much appreciated. Music was okay, and that's a bit annoying. Okay, fuck you, Little Feet's great. I was listening to Little Feet anyway, and it's not. Why are there 500 people watching this? Go away. Good. It's 4:30. Okay, people are getting home. Fair enough. Right. Side bits is at 58. Overlays at 42. People prefer the side bits. It's a pretty, yeah, well, it's a bit closer than I'd hoped, actually. Side bits is probably harder for us to do, to be honest. Side bits probably harder for us to do. Yeah. I want to point out, lol fans, that even if your bar is literally just like a literal just column which gets bigger and I can put UI over it, that's fine. Or maybe a percentage thing or something. You're on the Nerdcubed channel. Being on the Nerdcubed channel is a fairly decent reason why I was viewers. Now, interestingly, streaming at the higher bitrate should mean streams are better performance in future. Because if any of you watch the Rainbow Six Siege stream, you will know that the well, I say that. What the fuck? Sorry, I was like, why is my CPU? Origin's using 20% of my CPU. Fuck off, Origin. What are you doing? Oh, that's better. Great. Yeah, when we were doing Rainbow Six Siege, the stream was really choppy, but that's because and that's why we don't really do any AAA games on the online things. We do indie games because my computer, because basically when we do these, I'm streaming it and I'm recording it through Shadowplay as well as actually rendering the game. So my computer has difficulty doing all of those things at once. My CPU was never really designed for that, so we're looking at upgrading this computer in the future anyway, so that shouldn't be an issue in future, but for the time being it is. But because I'm rendering at this higher bit rate, it means my processor's having to compress the picture less, which means it's having to do a bit less work. Not a huge amount, it's not a huge difference, but it's enough to... Like, it's enough that now my CPU is running at 70% instead of 95 or something like it usually does. And to be fair, like, Tabletop's a really non-intensive game. Oh, there we go. It's up to 80 now as I've moved around a bit and I'm fucking up the compression. Ooh, look! Compression! Ooh, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, red, blue, 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 blue. Yeah, get up to 80. There we go. It's up to 90 now. Oh, how far can I push the CPU by just sort of moving my mouse around? Yeah, and Jay will be on the charity stream, yes. If you like Jay, he'll be on the charity stream. You can't even have this computer. Well, this computer, I'll give you... Well, you're here now. I mean, I might as well just... I don't really need much more help testing, but you know what, if you're asking. My computer was originally designed as a Hackintosh, to dual boot between Windows and Mac. So the hardware I chose was one from a build guide for a Hackintosh. So it was purpose built for that as opposed to... As far as it's still a powerful PC, it's like a hex core. It's a good processor, but it's like 5 years old now. And this kind of stuff I'm doing is really CPU intensive, and like modern games are quite CPU intensive, so it struggles a bit. Slow mode. I'll turn slow mode off. Okay. Slow. I'll put on slow. I'll put on 5. John will be on tomorrow as well. Actually, I can. I'll give you some guests we've got on tomorrow. We're gonna have a bunch of guests on tomorrow. So I'll have them in and out. Ooh, what should I reveal? We're gonna have Jay on. We're gonna have John on. John, I don't know how long John's gonna be here. Like, John might be here for the whole thing. Probably not. He probably will be there a bit more than other people. The charity stream will be tomorrow at 2 p.m. UK time. Yeah, we'll have John, we'll have Jay. I think Stuart, Ashton. I think Ashton's might be coming on at some point. I think we got Larry Bundy coming on. I think Emma's not coming on because she's busy. But Jay Foreman. I think Jay Foreman. If you know Jay Foreman, Politics Unboring and all these good comedy musician coming on. Doesn't have a Steam account, so we're not playing tabletop with him, unfortunately. But there is a countdown actually. Where the fuck I can send you the countdown to the stream? I've got so many windows open. It's not even funny. Like usually when I stream, like when I do the Nerdcubed, I close down all the windows and I have like I arrange it all. But this was like really fucking half-assed, so there's windows fucking everywhere. It's really unorganized. There's the countdown. Bit.ly.blah blah 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 bloop bloop bloop. 21 hours, 23 minutes and 0 seconds right now. Well, it's probably 20 seconds. There you go. Yeah, map men. Good old map men. Map men. Map men. Map men. Before we have J4, he's agreed to come on. We're looking to get other people. Not 100% as well. Not 100% in the schedule either. We're trying to work that out. Basically, we've sort of got details of when people are available. I mean, again, we're going to sit down tonight, do the UI, and figure out scheduling. And then we'll let you all know a vague schedule. Martin, Martin's going to be on as well, probably. Yeah, if we can get Martin on. Some people are going to be on quite late. Some people are going to be on early to go fit around the schedule. So, yes. But we will be scheduling that later today. Me and Dan are going to sit down and figure out the best time to get people on. Because for some people, we're going to have to change the game. Like, Jay Foreman cannot play Tabletop Simulator. He's probably going to be someone we play Jackbox with. So, we need to schedule that accordingly. Will Jay become a part of the Nerdcubed team the way John is? Well, John's not really part of the Nerdcubed team. John is a YouTuber who we do regular stuff with. And no, Jay will not become in the same way. John is a full-time YouTuber. It's his job. It's not Jay's job. Just put names on screen. Fuck it. It's too much effort. This is a test. Well, you, Dan, Martin, Jay doing the GFL Live. No. Well, we see some tiny mat and tabletops as well. Fucking hell, right? If you understand that reference, when I did some of the Yogscast charity streams for the Jingle Jam, we did tabletop sim in that, but I did it in VR. And tabletop sim is great in VR because you can scale the size of yourself to any size you want. So I scaled myself down to about the size of maybe half the size of this piece. I'm playing Monopoly. So I just danced around the table. And that's really fun to do, but the problem is that since I'm streaming, I can't do VR. Streaming VR is basically impossible because when I'm streaming, I need to keep an eye on the actual expert. Because the Yogscast, when they stream, they have a dedicated guy actually managing the stream. I'm doing the stream while playing the game. And also trying to monitor all the audio and get the guests in and do all that. And monitor the chat as well. But it used to be I had to mod the chat, but now we have mods, yay. So we can't do VR because, unfortunately, when I have a VR headset on, I cannot control X. Or read the chat or anything. So, yeah. Now, I did the Google Earth VR. On my own streams, yeah, and it's super janky. But on a Nerdcubed stream, I can't. Nerdcubed streams require a lot more organization. I have to mess with more things. There's more moving parts. Right. Yeah, I'm aware of the news. I'm aware of the news. I'm fucking trying to fucking we're gonna raise money for charity tomorrow, and you know what? That's some positivity. So fuck it. Right. Another option we've got is here's a question actually. Lop wants to change the thing. Lighter or darker? In a bit, lighter or darker. Darker, I think. I don't know. Make it like contrast. I mean, even it doesn't even need to be red necessarily. What do you think, chat? Come on, help. How do you think like this? Let's get rid of the tabletop thing. How do you think this should look? Like the actual round bit, color-wise, because it's very hard to tell where that actual bar, like it's just under the just above the 0 and the 4, inside. You can see it's quite visually hard to see. Make it not red. Gold might not be great. Well, gold might be fine. Yeah, gold might work. Black background red. It's gonna be mainly red. Is the theme. That's the Nerdcubed thing, and that's literally the fucking comic relief red nose theme. So it's red is the theme. White might work. White might work. Oh, that's an idea, Lopans. Could you make the background white and then the thing that fills it up red? And then is it? I don't know how hard this is, because I don't think it's practical to give the percentage a stroke. I don't think you can really do that. So that'd have to be a different color. I mean, like, maybe like an off-white. That might work. Lopez, do you have the design document, the Nerdcubed design document? All right, did I send you that at some point? It's got all the colors in. Yeah, the white works. Yeah. What charity for? It will be for Comic Relief. The Just Giving page is set up to go to Red Nose Day because I'm just giving they're separate things. But Red Nose Day is the event for Comic Relief. It's raising money for Comic Relief. So basically, we chose to put it to Red Nose Day because that means it goes into the Red Nose Day total raised by Red Nose Day, and then that's given to Comic Relief. So, yeah. Can the image be feeling like a red nose? No, this is the image you're looking at. It's a website. It's a website that's transparent. Like it's HTML. Yeah. And we'll have stretch goals. So once we get to 100%, it'll change. Nerdcubed design. I want to put the Nerdcubed design document I made. It is just like, what fonts do we use and the colors and codes for the colors. It's more a reference thing because it was a constant thing where I was like making graphics and shit, and I kept having to go to the fucking like channel pages and take screenshots to fucking grab the color codes and shit from them because Dan doesn't do that. I got sick of it one day. I'm just making a document that you can just open and it's got all the information you need. You didn't fuck. Will you guys be on telly? No, God, this is no. This is not an official thing. We're just raising money for Red Nose Day. There we go. Look, it's white background now with red, but oh God, that looks awful. Maybe a bit off-white, little fans. Maybe more of a grey. Do you accept IDL for the charity stream Dutch system? I don't know what that means. It'll be through Just Giving. I can actually check what Just Giving accepts. If you're in the UK, you can let's have a look. Donate. Let's see. If you're in the UK, it is more geared towards the UK. It'll be in GDP. Actually, no. You can pay in any currency you want. Let's just say. Hang on, I just want to check. If you're in the UK, if you got gift aid is really good as well. If you're in the UK, let's see how. You can pay with PayPal, MasterCard, Visa, credit card, Visa Electron, Switch, Maestro, or Visa Debit, or PayPal. I'll say PayPal is a standard there. Or if you're in the UK, you can pay via text. If you want to text, you can. I've set up a code, and you can text a number, and you can give however much. I think between £1 and £10 you can give through this number, which actually is a good way. If you can only give £1. It's a minimum of £2 donation through Just Giving, but you can give £1 through the text. So if you can't afford £2 and you want to give £1, because even though £1's not much on its own, if in the grand scheme of things, if 200 people donate £1, that's a really big important thing. So that might be a good way to do it. I know there's a terrorist attack in London. I know. Could you put that in a design document somewhere, like the subreddit FAQ section, maybe? Yeah, that'd be worth doing at some point, actually. You can use ideal to to the people asking for outlines and stuff, you're asking for. It's not like it's being made in Photoshop. Lolpants is doing it as fucking HTML, Java. See it? I don't know what the fuck he's doing. It's gonna be basic. It's gonna be a basic thing. So your outlines, your strokes, you fucking don't worry about it. I think probably the grey. I think an off-white grey would work as a background. Honestly, myself. Well, what we'll be doing is we will be reading. You can see on the bottom here. Actually, if I go back to the original charity stream thing, you can see here there is. I'm moving my mouse across it like you can see the mouse. You know what? I'll put my mouse on tabletop and I'll move my mouse sort of where the UI is. So see this thing here. This is the most recent donation with the message. I've just pulled this from another Just Giving page just as a placeholder now because obviously the one we've got doesn't have any donations on it yet, except for one for me. Well, these ones at the bottom are just the recent donations in general, but the one up here has a message. So we'll try and read the messages. We don't know. It might be a case of we'll only read stuff out if it's over a certain donation, because it might be. It depends how many we get, to be perfectly honest. We don't know. how many we're going to get. From my own experience, because I've done a bunch of charity streams, Dan hasn't, but I have. And from my experience with some of them, like... at least when I do them, and I'm a guest on something like, where I originally met John on a charity stream, Super M's charity stream, if you know who Super M is. Probably not, he's a small YouTuber. He's done a charity stream every year, and, we've generally able to raise a few grand through that. And we're generally able to read out all the donations, because it's not that maybe obviously Dan's a much bigger YouTuber, and the Oakcast are able to read out most donations, but obviously they're doing it over a month instead of over a day, so we'll see. Can the two crawls go in the same direction? Again, those specifics will be figured out later. This is just a placeholder. You hate the side bits on the Oakcast, it takes you out of it. The overlay is much less intrusive. Well, technically the overlay is more intrusive because it's actually intruding on the image. But the important debate here is obviously it's tabletop. So it's not really obscuring anything. It's like, if we're playing tabletop, I'm moving around here. Like Superfight is probably something we're going to play. I don't know how to play Superfight. But, like, you can see everything going on. I can frame it all so I don't cut anything out. It's not like that bottom bit. It's slightly transparent as well, as you can see, so you can kind of still keep perspective on stuff. What I might do, actually, I have debated this. I don't know how easy it'd be to do. I haven't tested it. But I am tempted to... it might be impractical as well, because my mic is not really set up to do it, but I'm tempted to have tabletop on this computer, the streaming computer, in as like a spectator mode, so you can see everything. While actually have another instance of tabletop running on a different computer, and then me playing through that, because people often do complain about everything being from my perspective, which I know is annoying a lot of the time, and I understand why that's annoying, because obviously you're watching Dan's channel and stuff, you want to see Dan's perspective, even though in a lot of games it doesn't make a difference, and in tabletop a lot of the time it really doesn't make a difference, but I would like to make it as balanced as possible. Make the boss again for the 50 billionth time. It's a placeholder. The specifics will be sorted later with me and Dan. No, it does look a bit like a Pokemon, doesn't it? Oh, that's fine. Maybe make the percentage text black. Maybe that might work better. I don't know. It's too bad there's no way to do it so that, like, as it fills up, the color of the text changes. I don't think that'd be possible. Can you pay with nothing else new? Right. Make the background really faint. That's what it was originally. Right. Sorry, I just looked at my right and Slack's open. I was talking to Tracy, at which she said she used the term "a real company would do this." so casually, like, because we're just talking about like expenses and stuff, but like boring business things. And it's like, and she's like, a real company with like she knows this is functionally barely a company. The spectator mode being streamed is very good today, but obviously the problem with the spectator mode being streamed is the way I've got this setup. It's not set up for that. My mic in the current place is extended as far as it can go, and if I was to play on the computer next to me, which is my Mac, I would be turned this way, and as you can hear, I've moved away from my microphone now. And even though you might not be there for me, I still want my audio quality to be good as well as everyone else's. I mean, I could sort of play while looking up the side of my eye, but I'm not doing that for fucking 10 hours straight. But I think, refresh it. How the fuck do I refresh it? I'll click the refresh button, I imagine. Oh, there we go. Is that how it's supposed to look? I don't know. Right. That didn't work. Oh, great, good. What we're probably going to do tomorrow as well, I don't know how we're going to figure this out. We're probably going to turn off bits for the day. Because I don't want people to be giving us bits thinking it'll go to the charity. And then we're not going to run ads on it. Because frankly, the logistics of us making money from Twitch and then giving that to Red Nose Day later, that's just a fucking pain in the arse, frankly. So, that's probably what we'll do. Okay, cool. It's 50-50 pretty much to the layout. I mean, it's 53 to 47, which frankly is as close as the Brexit vote. So I'm not gonna really, I'm not gonna really take that, you know, face value necessarily. If yeah, I've posted it again in the chat there if you want to. It was Zimbabwe, great. Zimbabwe, great, love fans, good job. I wonder why it auto refreshes, so it's not like it's auto refreshing every second. Oh, no, it isn't auto refreshing every second, but it's updating. Fuck it. I can disable the transparent and just have it like that, which doesn't look very good. Yeah, make it Rick while everyone with it. No. No, I made you do it. Of course you did. Right. Do I have to say a bit? Yeah, I'll figure out how to do that. Even partner settings, isn't it? Partner settings. We like bits. We're really a big fan of bits because we're actually making a decent amount of bits. Like, we're making more of it. I want to point out, Twitch ads are fucking worthless. This is why everyone, like, begs for fucking donations and shit on Twitch, because their ads are worthless. Completely and utterly worthless. I will be on later to help Little Pants. Yes, I will. Like, basically, I'll be sitting down with Dan later. We'll be going over the UI, I'll be going over the schedule and all that, then I'll take notes and I'll come to you. How the fuck? Bits. Cheer motes. They're called cheer motes? Fuck off. You know, I found it. Because actually, can I get each amount of bits? What's the minimum maximum donation amount? On just giving it £2 through their website, I think it's £2. But through the text, if you're in the UK, through the text is £1. And I don't know what the maximum is. I think it's quite high. I think it's probably unreasonably high. It's so high, I don't think you have to worry about what the maximum is, basically. I know from a fact, like, charity streams have more people if you like $500 or whatever, and it's just fine. So, I think you give grands. Minimum bits to cheer. Oh, badges, look at that. Neat. How the fuck do I turn off bits? Oh, need help creating animated cheer modes. Click here to find creative streamers who are taking commissions. That's good. That's cool. Oh, that's nice. You can, they link to Twitch streamers who are taking commissions. That's cool. That's a nice way to promote. That's cool. I like that. I'm fan of that. Neat. Tax documents. God damn it! Twitch every time it's like, oh, submit your tax documents. We have every week we submit new ones. And they're like, oh, tax documents. Fuck off, Twitch. The opposite way to how you turn them on. Well, you think that would be simple. There doesn't seem to be like chat badge settings, pin sharing settings. I don't know if we can turn it off, but it might be worth just turning off like every. I know you can't see what I'm talking about. I know it's look, it's a test stream. It's a test stream. Like, if you're expecting any sort of fucking like professionalism or like anything, you shouldn't be. Have a warning saying bits don't actually work for charity donations. Honestly, I'd rather. I find no one seems to do the bits unless we say to anyway, so we probably, if I can't turn it off, I will just basically just hide their existence. I'll make the cheer amount really high, and I'll get rid of all the badges, and I don't know. There's no way to turn them off. Like, there doesn't seem to be a way to turn bits off. Why not? They're just on or on. Does that make sense if they're just on their own? But it's a bit annoying. Alright, I'll figure that out later. Right. Why? Okay, here's a question. Why would we want the 100% donation to do a Rickroll? Is that funny? That's not good comedy. Nor is it good for charity. It's just bad in general. Right. Okay. Why not have the ball thing be the Nerdcubed logo? Because it's not for Nerdcubed. It's for fucking comic relief. It's not like we're not gonna fucking make it a Nerdcubed thing. You know, I know most people don't expect professionalism from me, right? But since this is a test stream, and this is me actually, you know, trying to be somewhat professional, I generally, right, what you see on streams and what you see in videos is me putting on a persona of fucky uppy blah 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 blah, and me in general when I'm actually doing actual work, which is most of the time, I am very professional. This is why Dan hires me, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the thing is, when we get to 100%, we will just raise the goal. I want to point that out. Like, if we get to, like, I think it's $5,000 there. I think that's what we're going to actually have it at, the initial goal at $5,000. If we get to $5,000, we will up the goal. Like, so, you know. You can't donate right now. They say it's just test. We're going to be donating tomorrow. So, yeah. Right. There'll be 3 videos tomorrow as well. Actually, I'll check Dropbox. I can tell you the videos that are going to be shown tomorrow as well. Exclusive early looks at videos. If you have that, I think they'll be shown later on. They'll be shown later on. So I'm going to open this. I'm just going to mute the audio. Just Cause 3 completes episode 1. That'll be shown. This is a toys video here. There's a toys video there. And also a where the fuck did I put it? I moved it into a different folder. That's what I did. I've got a really unorganized charity stream folder. Like, I'm either horribly organized or horribly unorganized. I have no middle ground. And what's this one? Something part 2. Hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades part 2. Yes. So there'll be 3 videos shown tomorrow. It's going to be us basically going and taking a break while they're being shown. It's like, we're going to be like, get food quickly. So they'll be there tomorrow. We'll have guests. We'll only be playing like 2 or 3 games max. Dan's explanation video, I don't know. When do we currently expect to end the stream? To this one? In a second. Tomorrow's one, it'll be from 2 p.m. to... I'll let you know tomorrow. Jay will be coming. Jay Foreman will be coming. Probably. I say confirmed, but you know they can always cancel. So let's just say Jay Foreman. I think Ashton's will be coming. Martin will be coming. We'll probably have a bit with Steve, Tracy, Watt, and Rebecca. So we'll do a Nerdcubed bit. John will be there. We've got Larry Bundy coming on, you know, Larry Bundy Jr. Yeah. So, yeah. Probably not going to be playing Rocket League, no. It's going to be more simple games that we can more chat over. That's what it's going to be more. Yeah. Clash of the Jays. They probably won't be on at the same time. Oh fuck! Someone found the Just Giving page and gave £2. Look at that. Happy birthday, £4. Look, it's went up to £4. Now that worked immediately, so I'm glad that updates immediately. That's good. Oh, Alex Ratman update. You get well. Look, right. I'm just not publicising the pit. Fuck you, Alex. Well, these donation messages don't work because it's synced to a different Just Giving page. So get fucked, Alex. But he asked if it worked. So there we go, Alex, the first official donator on the fucking Nerdcubed charity stream extravaganza that isn't on until tomorrow. Good job. Congratulations. Right. Cool. It'll just be 18 hours. It could be 12 hours. As I say, we haven't got the schedule down yet. We'll be sorting that out tonight. It's going to be at least 6 hours, possibly 12. I don't know. I legitimately am not sure. Because it was really going to be 12, and then he sort of went down to 8, and then he went down to 6, and then we started getting guests, and he went, oh, then we should go up to 8, and then, oh, we could go up to 12 again. So I don't know. I'll sort it out with him tonight. All I know is it started at 2 p.m. That's what I know. It'll start at 2 p.m. It seems more likely that it'll be a 10-hour thing that'll probably go from 2 p.m. to midnight. That's kind of what's feeling most natural there. But we could overrun. I don't know. So yes. Cool. Right. God. Now I was gonna have to piss in the bottle for a stream. I have a iron bladder, sir. I want to point out we did the we did a 12-hour stream before we did it the channel reboot. We did something similar to this where we showed videos and all that. And I mean, that was a great stream. Fuck anyone who'd fucking disagree. That was a fucking great stream. Will fans be able to join? As I say, we don't have specifics. Probably not. If we play Jackbox, there's probably something to do in Jackbox. I don't know. We'll see. Can't you move it forward now? I mean, you can come an hour later. Most people are going to miss the first 2 hours. That's unfortunate. Matt's the new adventure, Iron Bladder. Yes. Oh, I punk. I just punched myself in the gut a few times and just clink noises. Again, might playing Jackbox. I don't know. Again. So I was considering the idea of doing, if you donate a set amount, you could join, but there are laws around that, and then if you're actually giving incentives and you're actually exchanging it for a service, gift aid isn't allowed, and there's a few other things, so we're probably going to do that just for legal reasons. But we still might do a way for people just to join. So, actually, I do have a couple of things I do have some games just to give away as well. I will give them away. Fuck it, because I asked. I can't remember the fucking the developer's name. What's the developer's name? Oh dear. Hang on. Berserk Games. There we go. Berserk Games who make Tabletop Simulator. I asked for a few more codes yesterday, just to give to some of the people coming on, and they were kind enough to send a bunch of codes over, so we can give some of them away. Good people at Berserk Games, good people. They've been very generous with codes to us in the past, so yeah. Anyway, why do you have to start in the middle of the day? Because charity. Scary. So I'll probably give some stuff away. Again, it won't be an incentive to donate. It won't be you have to donate to get it, but it will be, I guess, a somewhat of an incentive to be here. I don't know. Fuck it. You can't donate right now. Well, you can donate right now, but I'm not putting it out. It's going to be for tomorrow. Is Dan going to give away? Nothing else will be given away aside from these codes that I have. Anyway, yes, cool. It'll be for Nerd³ as well. Okay, thank you. Thanks for helping. The stream still looks alright. My CPU is running beautifully. God damn. Like, I might not even need a computer at this point. If fucking I might test this with a few other games, because I'll say the big problem's always been compression. And if it's compressing to a higher bit rate, it's not compressing it quite as much. So I might have to test a few games. Still probably need a new computer, but fuck it. Cool. Yes. It'll be starting tomorrow at 2 p.m. UK time. If you can give money, please do. If not, if you can't be there for 2 p.m., it'll be going for at least 8 hours. At least 8 hours, I can say. So, yes, cool. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. Probably. Can't think of anything else. Great. Starting to bring the tone down a bit as well, but if you have not, there was a terror attack at the House of Parliament, so in the UK, someone was shot and killed, a police officer was stabbed, so I'd have a read up on that if you haven't already. I think that's quite important news to keep an eye on. Sorry about bringing the tone down there, but you know it's a fucking big story. I can't really ignore that. If you know anyone in London, make sure they're okay. If you know anyone in Westminster, make sure they're okay. The entire area is in lockdown. And you know, don't go up there. You know, for a little while, perhaps. Let's see. One was run over on the bridge and died. Metropolitan Police is treating it as a terrorist incident. An assailant stabbed one person near the entrance and then was killed by police. Yeah, but we don't. Much isn't known. Don't make conjecture. A lot of people were complaining. A lot of people, sort of in my mentions, were sort of like, "Oh, it was this or was this?" Don't make assumptions. Wait for there to be information. If you spread misinformation, that just doesn't help anything. But yeah, be all right. Cool. Thanks for coming.